Hey everyone, Alex here with Off the Cuff Reviews. I am back again to bring you guys a special new video. This time we're going to be covering the movie Minari, so let's get into it. So Minari is a 2020 American-Korean film written and directed by Lee Isaac Chung, and it tells the story of a Korean family who decides to start a farm and try to live out the American dream. It is distributed by A24, and it is Oscar nominated for Best Picture this year. So I actually had a really good experience seeing this film because I had driven all the way down to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania to visit a friend, and we decided to go check this out in the movie theater. And that was the first time I'd been in a movie theater in over a year since the pandemic started. And it was such a surreal experience. There wasn't like anyone in there, maybe like one or two other people, and they had pretty much the whole theater closed off. But it was a really nice experience to finally be back in the theater and finally experience that rush of adrenaline that I get every time that I walk into one of those places. But even this awesome experience that I had finally watching this movie in the theater, I didn't have the greatest time watching it. The movie isn't necessarily bad. I think that the acting is good. I think that what they could do with the script and the characters and the character development, they did very well. I think that the directing was also done really well, but there were a lot of things left to be desired. One of them was, I think that this film is a little bit too long. I think that they could have cut out about a half hour of this film, maybe even and just an extra 15 minutes, and that would have made this film way more digestible and easier to take in. Because of this long drawn out runtime of a story that really doesn't need this much runtime, especially with the small amount of character development that is involved within this movie, it makes it feel boring. It makes it feel like a chore to get through this entire thing. I do think that this movie came out at a really good time in society at the moment, because there is a glaring shift in trying to end the hatred and harassment towards Asian communities in America. And I think that this film coming out during this time is pretty integral to the growth of our society in our country right now. That does make this movie a little bit more important, but with that said, and all these good things that I've said about it, it still is way too long and way too drawn out that it kind of hinders the movie in the long run and makes me not want to rewatch this one. This one's not a rewatchable movie for me. But the question still lies, is this movie good enough to get a Best Picture nomination like it got? Did it deserve that Best Picture nomination? Or was there another film that could have taken its spot? With all the things that I've said about this movie, I'm going to give Minari a B-. I think the stronger aspects of this film kind of elevate it a little bit more in my eyes, but there are so many things that I didn't really connect with on a level that they wanted me to. They want the audience to really connect with these characters, and I was unable to due to the long drawn out character development that's not really there. And I just think that kind of hinders the movie. Let me know what you thought about this movie. Also, have you guys been to the theater at all? Where you're from? Let me know your experience. I'd really like to talk to people about that kind of stuff. And I just want to say that I'm so appreciative of you guys actually sitting here and watching my videos and listening to me talk about films. This is one of my favorite things to do, and you're helping make my YouTube dream come true. So thank you so much, and I hope you guys all stay safe. I will see you on the flip side.